Steve, the scramble for playoff positioning heating up this weekend. It's time for your Friday night recap. And who says Friday night is just for the boys? The Maine Girls Academy with their annual Powder Puff football game under the lights. Seniors and juniors against freshmen and sophomores. Check out Madison Legacy's arm. She could play somewhere. To Catherine Reed for the touchdown. The upperclassmen win. They always win. Blitz 8 when we come back.
This is Blitz 8 with Travis Lee.
Welcome to Blitz 8. Happy Yom Kippur to those celebrating the holiday. Some schools kicking off well before sunset in observance of the holiday today. Two of those rivals, Jefferson, Portland, a 3:30 kickoff. Pick up the action in this one late in the third quarter. Portland deep in its own end. They fumble the exchange. Vic Marone's the right man at the right time. 7-0 Stags. He recovers in the end zone. 16-0 Jefferson late in the half, but Portland finishes a drive. Sam Nutt to Vinny Pasquale. Portland down 16-8. It's a 16-14 game in the third, but play of the game. Perrin Conant really sells the screen. And Max Coffin got blockers, going to use them. 64 yards, put it on the board. 23-14 Cheverus. Next possession, pinned in their own end. Sean Tompkins, show us that breakaway speed. 85 yards, 31-21 Cheverus, a big win. The Dogs take on Bangor next week. They are 0-5. Lewiston and Deering on the Rams homecoming. Deering locking arms for the anthem, and Lewiston playing like the team that was on homecoming early on. Hunter Landry inside the 10, 9-yard touchdown run, just like that. First possession for the Devils. They're up 6-0. Later in the second, Tanner Cortez picks off Travis Soule, takes it back inside the Deering 10-yard line. From there, Garrett Poussard rumbles in for his second score of the game. 18-0. Lewiston on top. But when the sun went down, things got crazy for Deering. 22 seconds left. Soule finds Ben Onik in the end zone, wins the jump ball, and then they add the extra point. 19-18 Deering. A miracle win. What a comeback. The Rams' first victory. Scarborough hosting South Portland. Red Storm up 21-0 in the second. 4th and 4 from the Red Riot 12. Zolt Pandy to Cotter Kelly. 27-6 Scarborough. Red Storm trying to get something going a little bit later in the quarter, but Nick Penny stepping up to stuff Owen Garrard at the line. South Portland gets the ball back then. Under 10 seconds left in the half. Jake Poole, who are you going to go to? How about Zach Johnson, sideline, leaps, brings it in, feet in, touchdown. Pretty catch, but it's Scarborough, 48-21. They have a big matchup with Wyndham next Friday. Unbeaten Edward Little visiting Massabesic. Mustangs driving. Nick Roberge, he's going to need to create, and he's going to find Noah McGrath. Into EL territory he goes. Big gain, 20 yards. Then on 4th down, Mustangs looking for the halfback pass, and the defense is there to stuff it. Ryan Ross comes up for the tackle. Later on, Grant Hartley driving the eddies, finds Terrell Thomas. Then Caden Bigos goes 10 yards for the touchdown. How about this? Edward Little is 5-0. 36-0 over Massabesic. They host Deering next Friday. Sanford hosting Bangor this evening. First quarter, Sanford driving. Michael Money, the captain, breaking tackles, moving the chains. Big gain, wearing number 88. You know what I like about Coach Fallon's team? The running backs wearing the receivers' numbers. The receivers wearing the running backs' numbers. It's 28. Caleb Saucier from Jordan Giroux moving the chains. And then big Michael Money capping the drive with a touchdown run. A little bit later in the second half, Money, another touchdown run. Sanford 48-6. They're 3-2. Sanford at South Portland next Friday. A big home field playoff ramification game next week. All right, score to pass along in Class C South. Lake Region edging Waterville 29-28. The Lakers are now 4-1 on the season. What a great year they are having. All right, Class B football. Falmouth and Messalonskee crossover game. Both coming in at 3-1. Messalonskee takes the lead early. Alden Balboni stretches over the goal line. Ruled the touchdown. Eagles go up 6-0. Falmouth a quick response. Jack Bryant. We spent so much time talking about his legs this year. You forget how good his arm is to Brady Douglas. It's a 47-yard strike. 7-6 Yachtsman. Next possession, Bryant, the quick pass, Griffin Obi for a 3rd down conversion. Later on 3rd down, Garrett Obi runs for the 1st down. 3rd down conversions fueling the drive. A little bit later, it's Bryant to Emilio Macucci for the score, and Falmouth with a 42-14 win, impressive over Messalonskee. Marshwood visiting Westbrook. A lot to cheer about for Marshwood, including Tommy Springer. Back to pass, finds Kyle Glidden in stride. That's deep into Westbrook territory. A few plays later, Justin Bryant, the sophomore, finishes the drive Marshwood up 30-0 in the third. Next Hawks possession, Ian Parmley, hey, he wants in. Takes the pitch, 39-yard touchdown run, 38-0 Marshwood. They host Falmouth next week. It'll be a big one. Mount Ararat hosting Biddeford. Just before halftime, Shane Spalding coming on, and he's going to knock down the field goal. 32-yarder, 16-0 Tigers at the break. Special teams making plays. Tigers driving in the third. Carter Edgerton fires to Curtis Pettit. How about this? On the sidelines, makes the nice catch, knocked out of bounds, but the drive would stall. But on the next possession, Edgerton keeps it himself. Number 5 goes for 6. 22-yard score. Tigers defense comes up with a shutout, 22-0. Biddeford hosts Skowhegan next Friday. All right, up north in B, Brewer hosting Coney. Anthony Souza, the dangerous Coney quarterback, swings it out to Logan Ledbetter. And that guy is a quick, tough running back, the stiff arm, then the move. Coney would end up winning this one on the road, 20-14. They advance to 3-2 on the season. All right, Class B South, log jam in the middle of the standings. 5 teams coming in at 2-2, including Gorham and Greeley. They face tonight. Greeley up 28-0 in the third. Gorham going to the air, but Shane DeWolf is there for the interception. They keep the shutout alive. Rangers didn't score in the second half, but the combo of Joey Casella, Tim Coyle, Naveen Caron, and Will Shoemaker ate up a lot of time and a lot of yards on the ground. 28-0 Greeley. What's new after a slow start? Greeley's won 3 straight. They have Noble next week. All right, Freiburg looking to bounce back from its first loss at Gardner. 12-6 Freiburg in the third when Cody Gullickson, the short TD run. After the 2-point conversion, it's 20-6 Freiburg. These are not your father's Freiburg Raiders. These guys are legit title contenders. Then in the fourth, Oscar Saunders to Kobe Johnson, his second TD pass of the night. This one's 16 yards. They're putting it away. After that TD, Freiburg will recover the ensuing kick as Gardner can't handle it, and Gullickson scores his 4th touchdown of the game. 32-6 Freiburg. They're 4-1. Gardner drops to 1-4. Raiders at Gorham next week. Unbeaten Levitt taking on winless Yarmouth. Scoreless in the second quarter. Special teams sparked the Hornets. Camden Jordan, the punt block to set up Levitt deep in Yarmouth territory. From there, Tim Albert, such a threat to throw, keeps it with his legs. 3-yard touchdown, Levitt up 6-0. Late in the half, Hornets go on a drive. Handoff to Damian Calder. Looks like he's got nothing, but Damian Calder's got other ideas. Sprinting across the field the other way. He goes for 56 yards. A little bit later in the drive, Rufino Driscoll with the touchdown. Levitt pours it on, 44-0 over Yarmouth. They're still unbeaten, their second shutout. Cape hosting Gray New Gloucester. First quarter, first possession for Cape. Jack Glanville takes it to the outside. Here comes the stutter step. Picks up 21 yards. A few plays later, Ryan Weir caps that drive with a 6-yard touchdown, carrying Patriots into the end zone. Then after a Gray fumble on the ensuing kick, Glanville does it all by himself. They score twice in the first 2 minutes, score 40 in the first quarter, 61-6 Cape. They have Levitt next Friday. Winthrop Monmouth hosting Ellsworth in a D crossover. Scoreless until Connor Crawford gets his hands on the ball, fakes the cameraman, fakes the defense, 67-yard touchdown run. Ellsworth on top, 6-0. Winthrop responds with a drive of its own, though. Keegan Choate connects with Cameron Gagan, splits the defenders, and Ramblers are in business. Later in the second, they cap the drive. Choate finds Dylan LaJoy. What a catch this is. Winthrop wins at 25-14. They host Poland next. All right, how about Lawrence and Mount Blue? Last game of the night for you. Randy Barker, the touchdown run for Mount Blue, but it wasn't enough because Lawrence rolls 54-22. That right there is Blitz 8. Thanks for watching. Highlights on WMTW.